Hello. So, as most of my friends and my family already know, I'm leaving for Peace Corps service in South Africa tomorrow. So, I wanted to make this video before I left, mostly to document the packing process. So, packing is something that I've been thinking about, for a long time throughout this whole process of applying for the Peace Corps, even. And over the past couple days, that's what I've spent a lot of my time doing. So the requirements that I have that we were given for Peace Corps service are two checked bags. So they can weigh 50 pounds each. And there's some dimensions. I don't know exactly what the dimensions are for the suitcases themselves, but mine, I know I've checked before when I've traveled with it, and the other one I have is smaller, so I think both should be fine. And along with those two checked bags, I can bring a carry-on with me and a personal item like a bag or a laptop bag. So my challenge really is going to be with the checked baggage, I think. So in the next video, what you'll see, I started the packing process by laying a lot of my stuff out on my bed. You won't see any clothing. That process I probably couldn't even explain to you if I tried. That was something that was difficult for me to think about, to plan about. Maybe I'll talk about what, I brought versus what I actually used later once I'm there. But I hope this helps out anyone who's maybe in the same shoes as me or will be in the next 6 months or whatever Peace Corps trip you're going to be taking, or it just gives you a better idea of what the whole process looks like. So here it goes. All right, so we'll start with a couple of items that I recently acquired. The first one is a sleeping bag. So I was told by multiple volunteers when we had our conference calls or when I was talking with them over Facebook that they loved having their sleeping bags. It was really helpful during the winter, and especially because most of the houses don't have any type of insulation. So the one that I got is actually supposed to be good for any temperatures as low as 35 degrees Fahrenheit. So I don't think I will have any issues with that when I'm in South Africa. Next to it are some packing cubes that I got as a gift from a really good friend. So the one that's packed right now is the smallest one, and that actually fits a lot. So I have two other medium ones and then two larger ones underneath to work with. Then over here, I've got my fanny pack. I am forever a fanny pack wearer. I will be mocked forever by my friends for owning one and for wearing one, but it's awesome, especially for hiking or walking around. It's a hands-free experience, and everyone who makes fun of me also wants to use it when they're with me. Next to it are a couple converters that I have. So one of them is a universal converter, which is supposed to work for several countries. And I thought when I first got it that it was going to work for South Africa. However, I went into my AAA store when I had to get currency, and they told me there's a specific one for South Africa. So this is what I have here. And this one looks totally different from any plug converter that I've ever used when I've traveled. So it looks like the European plug, but the third prong is really large. So it was only like $7, $8, member price. So I decided to get that in case it was true and I needed this instead of the universal one. So I feel like I'm extra covered there. Then I have lots of little Kleenex packets. TP, I've been told, is you can definitely buy it once you're there, but I like having the little packs with me because you never know when you're never going to have toilet paper, which I'm going to assume is pretty much all the time. Then next to it is a Leatherman that I'm not really used to using yet. My brother-in-law and my sister got that for me, so I'm definitely still playing around with that, but I'm sure that'll come in useful for me. And this is my biggest purchase that I made before my trip. So this is a traveler's backpack. This one is a 65-liter pack. It's a little bit bigger than what I thought I originally wanted. But I had it fitted to my size, and I know it's something that's going to be pretty convenient for me. It's still carry-on compliant, so I can take that with me on my trip. I'm going to be bringing my laptop with me, so I have that there, along with my Kindle that's right below. So above that little flower toiletry bag is, when I had my yellow fever vaccine, that was the one vaccine I had to get before I left. They give you like this universal vaccination card that you have to bring with you pretty much everywhere, like you would bring your passport with you. So what else we got? Those are some hiking boots I bought, and then I have some Chaco sandals. I also put index cards in there. I'm going to be packing those. Apparently it's really useful for like teaching aids, but they're really hard to come by once you're in country. And then, so these are some contacts that I bought for my trip. I actually plan on wearing the glasses that I have most of the time, but I did want a couple pairs of contacts. So in these 2 boxes, there's actually a 90-day supply, so a 3-month supply of contacts. So they're packed really, really small in these packaging. So I know I'll be able to get through those while I'm there as well. This is like a portable charger pack that I bought. And I usually don't use like those TSA locks, but this particular one I bought came with like a 15-foot wire cord, so I figure I can use that not just like when I'm traveling, but also when I'm at my location when I get there, just to protect some stuff. This is a really cool agenda that I got on Amazon. It's called a minimalist planner, so it's actually completely blank, and you can write in pencil when you're using it, like all the months and all the days. So it's a little bit of work up front, but you can use it for multiple years in a row, so I don't have to get a new one next year. This is some currency that I got at AAA. It looks like a heck of a lot more than it actually is. It's really only probably about $100, I think, in South African currency, so please don't try to rob me, because it's not that much money. I have some gifts for my host family, too. So this is from the Stitch Buffalo project. So there are a couple pins that were knitted in the Buffalo area. This is a case for the gimbal that I'm actually using right now to film this. So I'm still getting used to using that when I make these videos. Got some stuff to make me feel homey for when I get there. This is a tattoo sleeve that I might need to wear to cover up my arm tattoo in case I wear a short sleeve. I got a couple things for the kids for when I get there that can also be like teaching aids too. So this one's a puzzle. It has like all the flags of the different states, and then an Uno USA with lots of different American icons on there. I got some laundry detergent packs. So these I'll be able to use like when I'm in training before I get to go shopping for all that stuff. So everything that I'm gonna have to wash is gonna be hand washed over the next couple of years, so that's gonna be a ton of fun. Then of course, some American commodities. I got lots of stuff that I can keep for those times where I'm, really having those cravings and I really need some good stuff. I've got a travel towel too, so this rolls up really, really tiny. This is actually the largest size towel that they have, but I plan on bringing that with me along with probably a couple regular ones. Then I have 2 Nalgene water bottles. They recommended having these. They're going to provide us with water purifiers when we get there in country. So I just have to bring those with me. I've got earplugs. And this I'll actually use. I probably won't bring this with me, but it's something that I'll use before to weigh my bags just to make sure everything comes out under 50 pounds. And then lastly is a headset that I bought. That along with the sleeping bag were the 2 things that I was told to definitely invest in and bring with you, because they're harder to find once you're in country in South Africa. So yeah, there's a good look of what some of the things that I already plan to bring with me. And if you can think of anything else, please let me know.